If you're Indian living in Canada, you have a superpower that's most investors dream: access to two of the world's most dynamic economies. But here's the problem: most Indians in Canada make one or two mistakes. They ignore Indian investment entirely, or they put everything back home and miss Canadian tax advantages. The truth is, the smartest strategy is using both. And in this following video, I'm going to show you exactly how to build a winning investment plan that maximizes your wealth across both countries. Let me break it down step by step. Welcome back to KP Money Talks, and today we're covering the complete investment playbook for Indians living in Canada. Whether you're on a work permit, permanent residence, or citizen, I'm going to show you the step-by-step strategy. Canadian accounts first, Indian investment second, and then cross-border tax planning that ties it all together. Hit that subscribe button now, and let's get into it. If you're a Canadian tax resident, meaning you live in Canada most of the year, your absolutely first priority is maxing out your tax-free savings account. Why TFSA is your best friend? Well, the TFSA is arguably the most powerful wealth-building tool in Canada. Every dollar you contribute grows completely tax-free and withdraws 100% tax-free, no matter how much it grows. For 2026, the contribution limit is $7,000. But here's the kicker. If you've been a Canadian resident since 2009 when TFSA was launched and never contributed, you have $95,000 in accumulated contribution room right now. What to hold inside your TFSA? Most Indians make the mistake of leaving TFSA money in cash earned, 3 to 4%. That's leaving thousands on the table. Instead, you should invest your TFSA in low-cost Canadian ETFs like XEQT or BEQT, or US Total Market ETFs, or individual Canadian growth stocks if you're comfortable with stock picking. The key here is to maximize your exposure in your TFSA because capital gains and dividends grow 100% tax-free. And here's what most people don't know. If you leave Canada and become a non-resident, you cannot make new TFSA contributions. But you can keep your existing TFSA intact and it continues to grow tax-free. This makes TFSA perfect for Indians who might return to India someday. Your Canadian TFSA becomes a permanent tax-free wealth vehicle. Your second priority is the registered retirement savings plan, but only if it makes strategic sense for your situation. Here's how RRSP works. RRSP contributions reduce your taxable income dollars for dollar. If you earn $80,000 and contribute $10,000 to your RRSP, you only pay tax on $70,000. For someone in the 30% marginal tax bracket, that $10,000 contribution saves $3,000 in tax immediately. Your contribution room is 18% of your previous year's earned income, up to a maximum of $33,810 as for 2026. And RRSPs are ideal for you if you're a high earner in Canada. That's over $100,000 a year. You plan to retire in Canada where you'll be lowered in tax bracket. You want to defer tax for 20 to 30 plus years. And you should skip RRSP or at least contribute minimally if you plan to return to India within 10 to 15 years. You're a low to moderate earner or you need tax flexibility. For these, TFSAs are better. But you need to keep in mind that if you return to India as a tax resident and withdraw from your RRSP, India may tax those withdrawals depending on how the Indian-Canadian tax treaty applies to your specific situation. Consult a cross-border tax advisor before loading up your RRSP if returning home is likely. And once you've maxed out your Canadian tax advantage accounts, it's time to invest back home. India's economy is projected to grow 6.7% in 2026 to 2027, significantly faster than Canada's 1.1%. And here's your next step. You need either an NRE, which is a non-resident external, or NRO, non-resident ordinary account. The NRE account is for depositing foreign earnings, your Canadian salary. Both principal and interest are fully tax-free in India. This is your primary account for sending money home. NRO account is for managing Indian secured income like rent, dividends, or pension. Interest is taxable in India, and repatriation is limited to 1 million USD per year. You'll also need to maintain your PAN card and complete KYC compliance. Another step is to invest in Indian mutual funds. Indian mutual funds offer excellent growth potential, professional management, and diversification. Here's the challenge though. Due to FATCA, not all Indian mutual funds houses accept Canadian NRI investments. About 20 out of 45 fund houses currently welcome Canadian residents. Fund houses that accept Canadian NRIs include Aditya Birla Sun Life Mutual Funds, ICICI Prudential Mutual Funds, HDFC Mutual Fund, and Grow, which is an online platform. You can invest online with proper documentation, PAN card, passport, overseas address proof, and OCA card if applicable. Next step is to invest in Indian stocks. If you want direct stock exposure, you can invest to the Portfolio Investment Scheme, PIS, with RBI approved banks. You'll need a demand account, a trading account, and PIS approval from your bank. But there are limitations. NRIs can own up to 5% of an listed company individually, and total NRI ownership is capped at 10%. You're restricted to delivery-based trading. No intraday trading allowed. And here's an optional step. Indian real estate can be profitable, but it comes with challenges: illiquidity, maintenance from fraud, and regulatory complexity. Only consider this if you have family managing the property or plan to use it personally. This is one of the most important things where most Indians in Canada mess up. You must understand cross-border taxation to avoid paying double taxes and maximizing returns. Once you're a Canadian tax resident, Canada taxes your global income, including interest, dividends, and capital gains from India. That rental income from your Mumbai flat, you must report it to the Canadian Revenue Agency, convert it to CAD, and claim tax credits under the Indian-Canadian Double Taxation Avoidance Agreement, the DTAA. DTAA prevents you from paying taxes twice on the same income. Taxes paid in India can be credited against your Canadian tax liability. For example, you earn 900,000 rupees in Indian rental income and pay 30% tax in India. When you report this to Canada, you claim a foreign tax credit for the Indian tax paid, reducing your Canadian tax bill. Here's your complete step-by-step investment plan. Priority 1. Emergency Fund. 3 to 6 months of expenses in Canadian HISA, earning 4% plus. Priority 2. TFSA. Max out your $7,000 annual or catch up on unused room. Invest in growing-oriented ETFs or stocks. Priority 3. RSP. Contribute if high income and planning to retire in Canada, or skip if returning to India is likely. Priority 4. Indian investments. Open your NRE or NRO accounts, invest in Indian mutual funds, or consider PIS for direct stock investment. And Priority 5. Diversify further. Canadian taxable accounts for additional savings, and Indian real estate. Another currency strategy is that you should use platforms like Wise or Remitly for Canadian to INR transfers to save on conversion fees. Time large transfers when the exchange rate is favorable. The bottom line is that as an Indian in Canada, your best strategy is to max out your Canadian tax sheltered accounts first, TFSA, then RRSP, then invest in Indian markets for growth and diversification. Don't ignore either country. You have unique advantage to build wealth in two of the world's most dynamic economies. Your action step this week is to open or max out your TFSA and then set up an NRE account to start Indian investments. If this helped you create your investment roadmap, hit that like button and subscribe for content specifically for Indians and Canadians. Comment below and I'll see you in the next one.